So now that I've finished the Platinum Trophy in Kingdom Come Deliverance, I'm going to be doing Hardcore mode. I wanted to quickly explain to you the challenges of Hardcore, because I'm sure it's a question that will come up a lot during the live stream. So as you can see, I achieved 100% completed Platinum Trophy, but now it says Hardcore mode. It says that I need to finish the game on Hardcore, but I also need to finish the game in Hardcore with all negative perks. This third hidden one is basically just die once. Your first death in Hardcore, then you'll get that trophy. So let me show you what the negative perks actually are. Okay, so it says nightmares. It says, since childhood, you have been troubled by a recurring nightmare in which you are being chased by a colorful jester. Although the dream is repeated night after night, it still frightens you as much as when you were little. You still wake shook up that all your stats are lowered for a while, so sleeping is going to be punished. Claustrophobia. It says, when you were a child, you got your head stuck inside a pail and couldn't get it off all day until your father took an axe to it. Ever since then, you've had a fear of enclosed spaces. Wearing a helmet with a visor down makes you so anxious that your attacks are weakened. So wearing a helmet with a visor is no-go. Number 3, Hemophilia. So it says, like your father and his father before him, you are afflicted with the family curse. All it takes is a scratch and you start to bleed like a stuck pig. Once it starts, the bleeding is faster and harder to stop. So I will bleed more, basically. Numbskull. Your mother dropped you on the head as a baby. She kissed it better and the bump soon faded. But ever since then, you're a little slow at getting the hang of things. This lowers your acquisition of experience. So slower experience points. Comsumption. You once caught a nasty chill and ended up with a persistent cough. Many thought you'd never survive, but eventually you healed. Nevertheless, since that time, you don't breathe very well, and your stamina regenerates more slowly. So slower stamina regeneration. Shakes. When you were too little to know any better, you fell into the well. It was hours before they heard your crying and got you out. And ever since then, you get the shakes from time to time, as if you were back again in the dark, chilly well. Obviously, that's not good for archery, pickpocketing, or lockpicking. So it will make you shaky when you're trying to do those things. Tapeworm. When you've got an appetite, you'll eat anything you can get your hands on. Folks say that you eat enough for two. It's like you have a visitor in your guts who's eating you out of your house and home. You get hungry faster, so you have to eat more often. So we're going to be seeing the, I'm feeling a bit hungry. We're going to be hearing that a lot more often during this playthrough. Somnambulant, I don't know what that word means. You've always been a restless sleeper, sometimes so much so that you get up from your bed and go walking. It's not unusual for you to wake up somewhere else than where you went to bed. So this one means that I'll go to bed in one place, I might wake up somewhere else. And Brittle Bones. Ever since you were little, stairs and ladders have been your worst enemy. All it takes is a little fall and your bones break with an awful crack. You suffer much more injuries than others when you fall, so increased fall damage. The other negatives of hardcore mode is the compass at the top will not show you what direction you're looking at. Your location will not be marked on the map, so you have to try and work out where you are and navigate by yourself. And you also can't fast travel either. So I'll be going through hardcore mode in Kingdom Come Deliverance with all of these perks activated at the same time. Wish me luck.